From the country's president to school kids, the following videos will provide again that South Africa is indeed a dancing nation.
Hey, Shalom, giving all praise unto Yahweh Shema Shai Bashim Makar Hakodash. Double honors unto the apostles, a great millstone. Honor your brothers to be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Ibody coming out here to give you this truth for the grace and mercy of Yahweh Shema Shai Bashim Makar Hakodash. Double honors unto the apostles, a great millstone, which I think I already said already. So, you're just watching this clip here, and this is for educational purposes. Hopefully the music that you're hearing won't flag up on the YouTube. And the purpose of this video is to show you that you got Jake, the Israelites scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And you can see from those clips that you've seen from this channel, this is South Africa. And you can see they're getting down, man. All right, they're getting down. And yes, you can determine a person's spirit by the way they move to a beat. It's possible. You know, you got people out here that are not spiritually discerned, and you don't really understand the intricacies of how the Spirit of the Heavenly Father works. But at the end of the day, if you're not privy to a particular thing, how should you be made aware of it? You're never going to understand. You can't understand how the men of the Lord can look at an individual and see whether it's an Israelite or not, because the Most High hasn't given you that spiritual power. You haven't been given that. It's like trying to tell a blind man, you know, this is what's happening. Can you see it? Well, obviously the answer is going to be no, because they can't see it. And these people that you have out here that contradict us or come up against us for calling certain individuals Israelites, that's because they're blind to the spiritual side, man. They're spiritually blind. All right, they're spiritually blind. They just can't. They just don't have it. And it's not for us to get mad or anything like that. The Most High ain't giving you that sight. And the apostles were visionaries, man. They had sight. They was able to put things together. Obviously, the Most High revealed things together. That's right. Obviously, the Most High revealed the scriptures and the prophecies and particular things. So, you know, they had the prophecies within them, but they was able to see and link up things that was happening within their current times and be convicted within their spirit that what the Most High was revealing unto them was the truth. And what we've been told here, a great millstone, of which after a certain dispensation of time, you start to put it together, man. We've been taught here, a great millstone. Yeah, you know, you start off believing, and then you start really believing when the Spirit of the Heavenly Father starts supping with you, and you can see these scriptures, and you can break these scriptures down for all intents and purposes by yourself. And it lines up with what you've been taught, a great millstone. Because there's supposed to come a time where you're supposed to be able to know and be able to at least put together an idea of what's happening around you, and be able to ask somebody that's more learned than you whether your thought patterns are in line with the Spirit. And one of those thought patterns that you gotta have within this truth is the ability to discern whether a person is a Jake or not. I mean, you know, you're gonna have all types of Israelites coming from all over the place. And you can see in this video, these are like overt Israelite. This is overtly clear. Not every Israelite was gonna come in the same spirit of swagger. Not every Israelite was gonna come in the spirit of being musically talented and musically astute and being able to throw down to a rhythm. We know that, but this is clear as daylight. Okay. Let's play this little video. I like this one. This clip here. And then hopefully it's not gonna flag out. But you can see these decks, they're getting down, man. I ain't never seen no Hamite move like that. Okay, I ain't never seen no Hamite move like that. They got the spirit. The Messiah is giving them the spirit. Look at this. Look at that. That's like a 2, 3, 4-year-old. They got the juice, man. So, you got cats out there that they try to prevent the Israelite foreigners coming into this thing. And, I'm going to quote a few scriptures. I'm not going to get any scriptures, but I'm going to quote a few scriptures. But we know from the Bible that the Most High scattered his people throughout the four corners of the earth. Starting first and foremost, let me see if I can play this. I'm going to put this volume down and hopefully, yeah, I'll put the volume down and I'll let that play in the background. But we know that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Hashem HaKodesh, he scattered the children of Israel throughout the four corners of the earth. So you got Jake scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and you got some Jakes out there that are in some bugged out predicaments, man. They're actually out there in the, look at this kid, man. He's getting down. But you got some Jakes out there that are out there, the Lord said they was going to be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So you got Jakes out there that are amongst like out there in the Amazon, bro. Right, with no clothes on, trying to shoot down birds, man. And then of course you got Jakes amongst that look like Esau. You got Jakes that are amongst all types of different people, man. And in this example, we're just looking at these Jakes out there that are within South Africa. And of course, the inspiration of this video comes from the apostles. And he was saying these South Africans, Jake, and I'm from the southern part of Africa. I'm not South African, but I'm from the southern part of Africa. And as you can see, Jake gets down, man. They're getting down. They dress like Jake. They move like Jake. Right? They got the swagger. They got the spirit. Now they might have that, slightly Hamitic look to them because they're, maybe their mother or their grandmother was a Hamite. But the spirit, if the father goes back onto the man in Israel, then he's an Israelite, isn't it? That's what the book of Romans, the 9th chapter said. For I bear them record, not for I bear them record, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, the glory, and the giving of the law. And you can see these guys, they're moving, man. They move just like Jake. They move just like Jake, man. All right. They move just like Jake. Hey, some of these cats move better than better than some of you are. A Negro only, American Negro only Israelites, man. Anyways, that's the video. Them Israelites that are out here saying only the Jakes out there in America are Israelites, and there's no the Latin tribes are not Israelites. Well, look, come on, man. That don't fit within the prophecy. That don't fit within the realms of understanding the scriptures. That don't fit nothing. That just fits your vain emotions. But that's the video. With that, I'm gonna say, all praise unto Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. I know I was talking, and I know I was essentially it was essentially spiritual rumble, but hopefully it's spiritual rumble onto the point of edification. That's all I can hope. And some of you brothers can go down to this page. And we know we're not pushing Africa. We're pushing the Israelites, and we're pushing that the Israelites are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. But you can certainly go to this channel and see these Jakes that are portrayed within this particular channel. And again, for YouTube purposes, this video was only for education. That must say shalom.